Hello everyone, welcome to the second last session on the Zendala fever, right? So as I mentioned in the previous session, we have these two strings left, right? So today we will be working on this string idea. Appears to be a complex string, but again, I'll show you how to draw the string and it won't take more than 2 minutes, yeah? So you can see there is one shape here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a hexagon shape, right, in the center. So let us start with that shape. Mark the center of your tile and then just draw this shape like this. Don't add too much curve because this will act as the base for the circles that we have above, right? So just keep it a light slight curve, yeah, like this. And then you can see this is going like a circle, right, almost 3/4, and then the second circle is starting. So just go like that, about this, yeah, it's almost till the end. So I'm just marking till where do I have to take my circle, yeah. So I'm just going to take this curve and add a circle like this, yeah. Again, this has to be there. Take this curve and add a circle, take it till here. Again, take this curve and add a circle and take it till here. Again, take this curve and add a circle till here. Overlapping circles, take this curve, add a circle till here, take this curve, add a circle till here, add a circle till here. Yeah, so the first step is done. Then there is a half moon kind of shape, or you can do, what you can do here is first add this shape, yeah, like this, or just add this shape first. This shape is in the center of each of these rows, right? So you can see here it is at the center of each of these sides, right? So it's not here. Get rid of the unwanted lines, add the shape here, yeah. So once we have added this petal kind of shape, then it's just extending the lines. Our main job is done, right? Extend this line here, add one more like this. Extend this line there till the end, add one more line like this. Extend this line here, add one more line like this. Extend it till here, add one more line. Extend this till there, add one more line. Extend this, add one more line, yeah. And then we have one more crescent moon shape here, so add one more shape, crescent moon, like this. Yeah, we have done that, yeah. And one small little moon here, yeah. So that's the string. So start with the hexagon shape, use each of the side to draw about 3/4 of the circle, then add these petal shapes in the center of each of these sides. Take one side of the petal till the end, add another V, do that exercise for all, and then finally add the crescent moon, yeah. So that's the string and it's in front of us. So you can see here the string looks quite complex here, at least the look, right? So let's keep the tangling easy, yeah. We will not complicate the tangling, so we will go with simple tangling, and starting with the hexagon first. I'm just inking my hexagon, right? And then the first petal shape, I'm just going to add auras inside, simple auras. You can add some weight at the corners if you wish to. Like this. Some touch at the corners. Right? Again the same thing for the next one. You can also ink alternate spaces, so it becomes a tangle called allium, right? But I don't want to ink it right now. We'll see if we want to ink it. I just want to keep it plain auras. Why? Because we have this in between spaces which I would like to ink, right? To provide a nice background. So I don't want to ink the tangle right now. We'll see later if we have to ink the tangle, right? So just go on like this, add thin auras inside the petal shape, add a little weight at these turns, yeah. Like this. Right, so I'm done with that exercise. Now the next step is each of these circles. Right, so let us take one at a time, see what looks good. So one thing, I'm going to ink this space and this in between space, yeah. So that I'm going to ink. Let's see what do we do with the other two stripes. Now it is up to you. You can just keep it like that and shade it. Even then it will look nice, yeah. Or let us see if we can add a tangle called changing here. Right, it looks like a chain. So I am trying to fit in that tangle here. Let's see how it turns out. Yeah. And then we either ink or we add orbs to the leftover space. Right, and this in between space has to be inked. Right, so we'll just make one section and see if we want to do the same for all. Yeah, so that's changing in one section. The next section I'm just going to add an aura inside. And just go with printums, yeah. Little oval ones, probably like this. Yeah, so take your time and slowly fill up this space with some oval shaped printums like this. Yeah, now the in between spaces, again it would be a good idea to add I'm just going to ink it. Right, so when a string is complex, I generally keep the tangling simple, because string should be highlighted and the tangle should keep low. That's what I feel, because the string is crying out to be highlighted. Yeah, so, and I'm just going to fill up this space also. Yeah, so once we are done with that, just pick up your jelly roll. You can do that exercise very well at the end, but I just want to see my one section completely. Right, so what I would do is add some, pick up your O8. Yeah, that would be better. Yeah, we are done, right? So I'm going to continue like this for all these spaces. Yeah, so let's get started with the second one. What you can do here is, what I also feel like doing is add this tangling to alternate sections and just shade, simply go with shading the stripes in two of the sections, right? So let's see some variation. It's nice to have so now I will ink, but I will not ink completely. I will just leave some of the round spaces, not ink inside the orb. Leave the orb as it is. Yeah, so that's one more way how you can add a little zen to plain inking. Add these small orbs and don't ink inside them. Yeah, so they look nice. Yeah, a little zen. Again the same thing here. So I am now on the third section. These two strands I am going to leave it as it is. We'll see what do we want to do with it later. Yeah, I'm going to insert the same changing in this space. So changing is a tangle, again I've already taught in my video lessons. If you're new to Zentangle, if you're new to this tangle, please refer to my previous videos. I have used it a couple of times in my other videos also, but the basic tangle, how to draw it, there is a video on that. By now I have almost covered 90% of all the tangles released by Zentangle headquarters. Yeah, so you can refer to those videos if you want to learn basic how to draw the tangle. So again, inserting those orbs in the leftover spaces. Right, and then these spaces to be inked. Yeah, so that's our changing, and then again add an aura inside and add the tangle printums. Little different in shape, slightly oval. Take your time. Slowly. So there are a whole lot of tangles that you can draw here instead of printums. So choose a tangle of your choice. The shape is that of a crescent moon, a polygon. Yeah. So a whole lot of ways to deck up your polygon. Use those here. Yeah. And then finally the dots. Yeah. So I've shown you two sections completely. Now take your time and do it at your own pace. I will do all the sections in the same way. Yeah. So you can see here I have done the same exercise, exactly the same for all the sections, right? And now I'm going to just ink this section. Small little space. Again, entirely up to you. What do you want to add? Right? And we are left with the center. So center, I'm just going to add the simple lines just like Senna. Again, straight line with some weight at the end, but I am giving some curve to the lines as if I am drawing Senna. Senna is another Zentangle original. It's a tangle. So in Zentangle, if you're new to Zentangle, we call tangles by their names, just like we call people, and you get used to it so much that you actually start addressing to them like people. So this is Senna. Yeah, you can see just lines and a weight at the end of the line, right? So this empty space, I feel like adding some nice fescues. You can always leave it like this, or you can add some nice and delicate fescues here. Entirely up to you. Yeah, your choice. So I feel like adding these nice and delicate small heads, not too big, flowy, something like this. Yeah. Yeah, I think we are done. Again, this section, just add some lines, keep it simple. Yeah. I'll do the same for all. Yeah. So I have done that exercise, right? Added these small fans. So let us now move on to shading, right? Shading the center, that is senna. Add some graphite at the edges. Senna is a beautiful pattern. I have done a series exclusively on the tangle senna. So you might want to watch it. It's a very versatile tangle. And it's practically not possible to replicate this tangle. Every time you draw it, it will come out different because it's all about lines, and lines, so many lines cannot be replicated. Yeah, so don't worry about that. Then going with this section, so I have still kept one section absolutely empty, right? So we'll see if you want to do anything there. No need to shade on the blacks. Yes, if the orbs had been big enough, I may have touched on it, but they are not that big. So I'll just leave it as it is. As far as this is concerned, just a touch on the intersections. On the intersections. Yeah, both sides. Don't blend too much. Again, you want the center white. Yeah, that's it, right? I'll do all the sections in the same fashion. Take your time and nicely blend the graphite. Yeah, so I'll do exactly the same for all. So I'm shading the last section now, my printums. Yeah. So once we are done with shading, just pick up your graphite pencil and add highlights. Yeah. So highlights on the printum. Right. You can also add it here. Yeah. You can also add it here. And some on the two sides of the petal. Yeah, that's about it. I don't think we need anything else, right? So if you want, you can add something in the outside, for example just simple dots or puffs. Yeah, something like this. A very common embellishment technique, puffs. Highlights your tangling. Take your time and just go ahead and add these beautiful dots to highlight your tile. Yeah, that's about it. So I'm going to close my tile here, add my chop, sign and date it. So take a moment to appreciate your tile, and we will be working on this string in our last session, right? Have a good time. Bye bye.